Hey guys, my name is Brandon and welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you like what you see in here, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button so you stay notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, let's get straight on with today's video. Hey everyone and welcome back to Is That More Brandon. So in today's episode, I'm going to be reviewing the 17th and final episode of Celebrity Big Brother. So as of now, I know who the winner is. I know what happened. I watched the entire show. I didn't watch the show on my own. I was actually with a friend. So basically, for the final episode, I actually did go to London. I met up with one of my friends called Becky, and we basically watched the entire episode at the hotel just before we went out for dinner to kind of like celebrate our friendship, almost of like a year. And yeah, so we actually watched the Big Brother episode together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my normal review, and then obviously some of the funny parts from our review I'm just going to add to the end as just a bit of like extra blooper kind of stuff, because I haven't done that in a while, and I thought for the final, why don't I just film the entire review of us watching the show and just kind of add some of the funny bits as well. And also I'm going to include the reaction when we actually saw the winner win, because it's only like 20 seconds worth of content, but you can just see us both like, and then they announced the winner and then we both like scream. So that gives you an idea of who won, because we obviously enjoyed the show and we also liked who won the show. But yeah, without further ado, I'm just going to quickly brief through the episode. I wasn't really making notes this time. Obviously I was with company, but I did try and make as many notes as possible. So I will just kind of summarise. But basically at first we did do our predictions. So Becky thought that the winner was going to be Nikita. Second, Louis. Third, David. Fourth, Fern. And fifth, Coulson. I thought that David was going to be the winner. Also Louis second, Nikita third, also Fern fourth, and also Coulson fifth. So the only difference is that she thought Nikita would win with Louis and David in top three. I thought David would win with Louis and Nikita in top three. So at the beginning of the episode, David said to Louis, "Do you need any hairspray?" With Louis saying that he does make the effort. Talking about Nikita, and they were all having dinner in the house, and the vote was frozen. So as of now, we already knew who our fifth place contestant was, because the votes were closed and it was whoever was at the lowest is out. Coulson said he wanted to thank everyone. They've all been amazing housemates. He wants to back himself, and he was happy that he could just kind of be himself. Fern basically said, "Well said." She basically said they are 5 of the most gracious and talented people that she's ever met in her life. And she said that also with Nikita, she had a little bump, but it is lovely to know and get to know him, and saying, "May the best man win." So I guess at this point, Fern knew she wasn't going to win. I don't know why or how, but she basically said, "Look, may the best man win, because I don't think I can compete with any of you guys." Nikita said he had so much fun and people loved him for him, so it's not like he had to change his personality, people just enjoyed him for him. Louis said the Fab Five, not really sure what to expect, but it has been a learning experience for him. And David said, "Congratulations to all of you, you all deserve to be in the final." And he basically looked at Louis and said, "You give Panto vibes, Panto villain vibes, but I bet you're a softie on the inside." They all had their little chat with Celebrity Big Brother. So Coulson said he thinks a lot about the people in the house. Louis said he's had the time of his life, and it was a bit wacky, random, but he's obviously had his opinions on everybody. Fern explained that it's meant a great deal to her, to obviously now go back to a familiar place, i.e. home, is obviously quite nice, but also to have got to know these people has also been a great experience as well. Nikita said he's going to remember the experience forever, and it's probably some of the coolest things that he's done in his life. And David said that he loved being a housemate. He thinks that people usually will only remember him for his loud mouth and his long legs, but he does have a lot of depth to himself. #slay every day. Louis basically said to the rest of them, "Thank you for everything." And we went to the Big Brother house and found out that the person evicted in 5th place was Fern, with Fern saying, "Here we go, it's been marvellous, she's had a fantastic ride," and she basically said that everything was good. AJ asked her what her relationship was like with Nikita, so I guess this was her post Big Brother interview with AJ and Will, and she basically just said, "Yeah, we're all okay, obviously everyone has their little blips, but I think we're absolutely fine now." And she did explain that Nikita helped her go to the medic room. There was a bit of a misunderstanding between the two of them. She said she was traumatised about the challenge where she had to get rid of Louis, and said that she couldn't really vote for anyone else apart from herself or Louis, but obviously couldn't vote for herself, so the only other person she could vote for was Louis. And AJ also asked her about her honesty at the face votes at the kissing booth, and Fern basically said, are you talking about the Ekin-Su vote? And she said, look, Ekin nominated me before about not getting to know each other a little bit more, and obviously that's why I then came for her to say, look, I agree with you, we don't get on well, we don't really have anything in common. And AJ asked her whether she was able to open up in the house, with Fern saying yes, and she was also asked if she was going to be back on the screens again, like back doing TV work. And Fern basically said she's going to be doing a cold water swim every other weekend with her daughters. She's got her own life now, so she's not promising anything and she's not planning to do anything, but I guess if something was to come her way, I don't think she would say no to it. We then went back to the house, and the next housemate to be evicted was Louis. So Louis came fourth, which I'm not shocked by, but I thought he was going to at least get second or third to make the podium, but I guess out of the rest of the four, he didn't have that many extra votes. He came out of the house and said to AJ and Will that it's the best show in town. It was a little bit scary. There were some times he wanted to leave, and obviously it's most difficult at night time. Louis explained that the three people left in the house are great people, with AJ asking in his interview what was it like for him and Mrs. Osborne to be back together again. He said he had the best time with Sharon. Neither of them want anything, they just want to have and continue their great friendship. And Will asked who he thought he wouldn't get on with at the beginning of the show, and he basically just said Zizi and Coulson, but I guess he ended up getting on well with both of them. He also in the house was trying to stop everyone from singing. It's almost like he didn't like music. He basically just said, yeah, it was just people singing and, you know, it's silly times of the morning. AJ asked him who his favourite opponent was, and he said David or Zizi from the beginning, with Zizi having so many lovely things to say about him. And then he obviously was like, well, yeah, actually, and I've got some nice things to say about her. And he didn't realise she was in the audience at this point. He basically asked what it was like if he was to be a viewer watching all the drama. And like he basically just said, yeah, we couldn't really get any information. We couldn't use our phones. So we were literally just going based on what was happening in the house and all the different tasks and things. And AJ explained that he even got 14 nominations in total and still managed to get to the final, with Louis saying it was a big challenge for him. And there was some nights he actually wanted to climb over the wall and actually escape the show. So that was Louis leaving. We then found out after the break that the third housemate to be evicted and to be at third place was Coulson, which meant David and Nikita were the final two. Nikita asked Coulson what he wanted as his leaving song, and I think it was I'm Flying Without Wings. Coulson said this is the first time he's been on a podium and he's so lucky to have obviously been on the show. And then in his interview with AJ, she asked him what it was like to be nominated as the most boring housemate by Levi, and he said, well, if being boring gets you to the third place final of Big Brother, then I'm happy to be boring, and that everything and everyone is so intense in there, and he knows Levi is a kind guy. He said, Will asked him what he was like with the tasks, and whether he was able to obviously challenge himself, and Coulson said he was a little bit uncomfortable at first, but he was obviously able to step up and perform on the night. Especially with that music event where obviously the boy group won. He said that Louis said he potentially could even be a pop star one day. AJ spoke about the vote where obviously Nikita put himself forward, and Coulson said there was a lot of back and forth, and obviously he also put himself up, but he's glad the way it played out. He made friends really, really easily in there, with AJ saying he even had a bit of bonding with Louis in the kitchen when they were doing their cooking. And Coulson said, look, I'll be myself now, and I'll be more confident. And he was also asked by Will, who of the final two does he want to win? He said, look, both of them, but if I was to choose one, I would say Nikita. So in the end, it was David and Nikita, with David saying, I'm so proud of you, and Nikita saying, well done, don't forget your shades. And yeah, the winner of Big Brother was revealed as David. So Nikita came second. He came out of the house. David was a bit in shock. And then as he came out, he just said to AJ and Will, it's very weird to see people, it's very overwhelming. Will explained to him in the interview that he only faced the public vote once for the entire series, and he actually put himself up for that. So he technically got no votes. And he basically said it was either going to be him, David or Colson that were going to have obviously put themselves up, and he would rather have nominated himself to keep the friends in the house, which is exactly what he did. And he said he can't really understand why people are being so nice to him. He's very grateful, he's very joyous, and he obviously thanked everyone that voted for him and saved him. And AJ obviously had to bring up the fact that he had nominated for Fern 3 times. He said it's a little bit more difficult on the inside of the house. He didn't really want to nominate anybody that was inside of his group, so the only kind of people he had to choose from was Fern. There was literally nobody else for him to choose. And she basically asked him whether he was trying to take out the competition, whether he was being very competitive, i.e. the task with the balloons where he kind of bashed Fern's head into the thing by accident. And yeah, he basically just explained that he's very competitive. Will also asked about the Wash Boys, with Nikita saying it was a bit of a hard experience, but it was such a good experience as well. And AJ asked him what the most challenging thing was in the house, with him saying being isolated from the world or trapped, but also trying to also think at the same time whether his family were okay. And Will also brought up the fact that Sharon said he was one of the 2 that had the biggest effect on her in the house, and he replied that he was glad and he was obviously grateful for that. And finally, AJ asked whether this has changed him as a person, and he said it's definitely probably improved his confidence, allowed him to be himself without the filter, and kind of not just be what you see of him on TV, but also kind of see what he's like in his personal life, or what he's like with friends, or in different environments. And we then went quickly back to the house, because obviously David was here on his own. I'm sure he knew the cameras were rolling, but they just wanted to do a little quick check-up on him. And he just said, I feel shocked, on top of the world, I'm feeling slay. And then he was kind of walking around in a circle around the chairs saying, thank you everyone, oh my god, I can't believe this. And then AJ came back to the house and said, David, you're the winner. So that was kind of all I got in terms of the interview with, yeah, the interviews with Fern, with Louis, with Colson and with Nikita. I think David did do a little interview on the other channel. But yeah, it was a really, really amazing show. Like I said, me and Becky, or Becky and I, were just sitting there watching it, analysing the entire thing the whole way through. Most of it was just kind of us sitting there. So we weren't really talking, we weren't really doing anything. I was just making my notes. But it was a really, really good episode. And yeah, I think he was basically, like, yeah, there ended up being a panel with like Oti Mabuse, Leighton Williams, and Jordan North, and obviously the celebrity audience and the members of the public in the audience. And they were just having a discussion. And then I think we also revealed AJ and Will's predictions from the beginning of the show. So I think AJ thought Nikita was going to win and Will thought David was going to win. So obviously David won, so Will was in the green there. But yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to share some of the funny parts of the video that I filmed of myself and Becky watching the show. We knew the camera was filming the whole time on us, so it's almost like Inception. We are being filmed watching a programme which is filming other people be filmed. So yeah, it was a really, really good show. But like I said, I'm going to show some of the funny bits, because I think there was some points where I completely forgot I was filming and I was like, oh my god, I've got that on camera. So yeah, let me include some of those. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do for you now. Crawl this way, just like a blooper. Come crawl to the camera.
No, I'm full Brandon. Oh, why am I blurry?
Because you haven't focused yourself. I'll turn that down, it's the kiss copyright.
Hang on, wait, let me do
There
this.
we go. Yeah, there you go.
And then, let me go back. Here we go.
Action.
Okay. I have a brand new camera. It's the Canon G7
X Mark
II. Everything is looking fabulous.
Apart from the spots on your face.
Great. How about you get fucked?
Who wins? You decide!
Yeah, like that. Have you voted, by the way?
No.
I voted David. Right, this is the order I think is going to go in, right?
Let's do our nomination.
Okay, right, so
Go 50 first.
do the predictions.
I know Eccles too.
Oh my god, Eccles isn't there. You have to be careful in all this thing.
I'll cut it. Oh, I see, you showed me.
Right, Colston. I voted Colston, but we both voted Colston.
Cheers, everybody!
Colston.
Cheers to the finalists!
Is it Colston?
Thank you, thanks.
So, all that's left to say is, may the best man win.
Do you know what?
she's gonna win.
Even though I think Nikita's going to win,
Thank you.
you never know what will happen. on.
Don't fall down.
Don't fall.
Don't do a Becky.
He said to
If
Becky.
she was your favourite, then it's time to back another house.
Well, she's not my favourite.
Because the board has
Vote,
reopened.
vote,
Yeah, all your
vote.
previous
Vote, vote, vote,
will
David,
still count,
come.
and now you have 5 more votes to use.
Don't forget to vote review.
Oh, fuck off, Wagamamas. Quick! Quick!
Where's the remote? Oh shit. Round of applause from BB and BB. I'm glad you're there. I'm glad.
Oh!
We all
Quick, your
know
camera.
the star of the show is.
What are you doing? Excuse me? Don't look at me like that, you little bitch.
For sales, press 3. For reception
4.
and all other inquiries,
How do you know it's 4? Rather than hash key.
this key is not valid.
Yeah, see?
For sales, press 3. For reception and all other inquiries, please hold.
Oh.
Thank you.
Where's the remote? Where's the remote? Oh, it's
Oh,
only
it's on
in
the floor.
The housemate finishing in 3rd place is...
Come on, Kia.
Colson.
Yeah!
Oh, thank fucking God.
Can't tell you. The vote is now
Closed.
closed.
Oh my god, it's over! Oh, where they
Oh
gone?
my God, it's done.
It's over, the result is
You've not yet voted. It's too late.
But the Big Brother team already knows who's won.
Hey, come on, David.
Come on, David, you deserve this.
Can now reveal that the winner of Celebrity Big Brother 2020
Come on.
is...
That he just said to David it's you. Come on! Oh, it's 3-2.
Oh my God, that is insane.
Yeah, I'm happy with
That is a massive career changing moment for him.
In the studio, give it up for Nikita, everyone.
A biscuit.
No.
A cup of tea.
No. Not bloody now.
Okay.
Yeah, he's very sweet.
Hello, in here.
He did very well.
Some noise for Nikita, everybody.
Well done, I go home with David. Unless
But,
you're in it.
no, we could be on it, darling.
Are you with it? But you might get on the traitors instead.
Come on, last bit, come on.
William Hill Vegas proudly sponsors Select.
Quick, look social.
Oh! Wow!
Well, this has been an iconic series of Celebrity Big Brother.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Flash. We hope you enjoyed our video.
Thank you for watching.
This is our first collab.
Yeah, that's fantastic. See you 26.
You can be her mum.
Do you want a biscuit?
No.
Starts Monday at 9 on ITV.
And until our next video, thanks for watching. Goodbye,
Yeah,
love
thank
you lot.
you. Bye.
Kind regards, see you later, darling.
I do hope you enjoyed those funny bloopers, and I do hope you enjoyed the reaction of obviously seeing David win the show. So if you did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, chat and subscribe. Let's see what happens for the next series of Big Brother. I think it's going to be the normal Big Brother, so not Celebrity People. So yeah, I'm very excited to see that. Hopefully I actually will stay tuned for it this time. I'm not 100% sure, because for the last one I watched a few episodes and I kind of just thought, nah. But I think now watching this one, let's just see what happens. Never say never. So yeah, until my next review for whatever show, whatever video, whatever, enjoy the rest of your day wherever you are. And until then, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. Well done, David.